I'm back, bitches. And I don't want to hear I'm acting different.
Turn around and tell those people. Tell them. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more.
Greetings, darling. Greetings. Hello, everyone. Today's video is going to be talking about how to make your own homemade DIY aroid and seed starting mix with just your general average bag of potting soil. I have seen way too many bags of these premium aroid or Monstera Alocasia specific soil mixes, and it had me thinking upon further research and looking into all of the ingredients of what is contained in these aroid mixes. I realized that you can really play around with a regular bag of potting soil as your base and add ingredients as you go for certain specific plants that may need special requirements. Now, we're going to take a Monstera, something basic like a Monstera, for example. Everyone is familiar with a Monstera. Monsteras grow in tropical regions. They grow in rainforests. They're climbers and they're crawlers. So they have very thick aerial roots, but also they have very thick underground roots as well. These roots need air pockets. They need a lot of room to crawl and maneuver underground. So you're going to want something that's chunky. You don't really want something that's fine, because that's going to bring way too much moisture and not enough oxygen, and then you'll get something like root rot. So for something like a Monstera that has really chunky, thick roots, you want it to have a chunky, thick medium so that the roots can easily move throughout these chunky pieces of perlite, bark, or whatever else you have in your mix. Now, seedlings, on the other hand, are very fragile. They're babies, they're newborns, so they need something way more light and fluffy for their delicate roots to swim and maneuver through. So with a bag of regular average potting soil, you're gonna take one of these little planter pods. You get them from your standard nursery or any big box store. If you buy a plant, you probably have received it in one of these pots. The bigger the pot, the bigger the holes are gonna be. So you're gonna want to use discernment on what kind of mix you're going for and what kind of soil you are trying to create, and that'll determine what size strainer or makeshift strainer you will use, because you don't want big pieces of bark getting through if you're making a seed starting mix. So I'm just shaking the shit out of this soil through this pot, and the soil is falling through beautifully and easily. The perlite is having no issue falling through, and I'm basically creating two different grains of soil with this potting mix. Now, the big pieces of bark you see in this potting mix is from a big bag of pine bark that I bought from I think Southern States like last summer. I am still pulling out of this bag. It's sitting on my porch, and like I said, you can buy specific ingredients in bulk. Like a big bag of perlite will run you $30, but it will last you a year and you can use it as you need. But if you're buying just a specific type of potting mix and you're only getting 2 quarts of that specialized potting mix, you don't have enough soil medium to last you in perpetuity. So I always recommend people to make their own. And as you can see, the grains are really similar. Granted, it may not be perfect, but like I said, once you know exactly what your plant needs, if you're growing a tropical plant, you'll know what you need to add in, but at least you have your base. You now have 2 different bases you can work with and add ingredients as needed.